I really think you're done. I really think it's something that at this point in time, it's just not going to make it. This is News on a Tuesday, and today we've got to talk about something unique and special and creative and amazing, and well, I guess it's all of those things, but we just got to talk about it. So the news that came out today, as of today, you may be listening to this 5 years from now, but on October 25th, 2022, we are getting news of the LEGO Ideas first review results for 2022. The sets that they have chosen, sets that have reached 10K. And there were 39 projects in total that could have been chosen. And there were only a few that were. There were 4 in total. The first one is Lego insects. We got a grasshopper, a butterfly, which is amazing looking. Ladybug. I love ladybugs because they're great in my garden. You have a wasp. And oh my God, the beetle. The beetle is incredible. I love this. I love this build. I can't wait to see what it looks like as a set. I know some of you are going to be like, well, that's kind of dumb. It's just bugs. It's something different. You know, I can see, now granted, these are larger scale, but I could see myself throwing these near my botanicals. Absolutely. It's really, really something neat. Different is the best way of putting it. So the next one that was chosen was the Orient Express, a legendary train. So fan designer Thomas, I'm going to try and not butcher this. Leon, this was his project. I love this model. You have a locomotive, you have a coal car, you have a passenger car. I love this build. Now, I highly doubt it's going to be motorized, but it would not shock me if LEGO designers were like, you know what? Let's put in a secondary instruction to motorize it. Kind of like they did with the new Winter Village set this year. It's absolutely possible. It's absolutely possible they could have done it or could do it. Now, I don't think we'll see these, till later, 2023, something like that. It's hard to say. But I do love this train. The colors, the build, it's impressive. The next one is Tales of the Space Age, which I'm really shocked that this was chosen. It's just 3 little picture-esque vignettes, which it looks great. It really does. It's really cool looking. But I'm really surprised LEGO decided to walk down that alley. I really didn't think that. So the fan designer, a Polish fan designer, I think it's Jan Woznicka. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, aka John Carter. Jan's 3-piece product idea. I love this sci-fi. You have what is supposed to be a rocket ship blasting off with the the curled up exhaust that is going on. You have the Big Dipper that's in the background. I love it. And then you also have what is supposed to be, I'm assuming this is supposed to be like Mars, and you have a little rover. And then you also have an asteroid or comets that are coming in with some satellite dishes. I love this. I'm just really surprised they chose this. This should really tell anybody that is looking to get into LEGO Ideas. They're looking all over the spectrum. They're not looking just for this or that. This is a small build. These are not massive builds. I think that this is pretty much made up, yes, bricks and plates, but it's not a lot. It's really not a lot. So I'll be curious to see moving forward how they start doing these things. Man. The next one we have on here is the Polaroid One-Step SX70. Oh, God, Polaroid. I remember Polaroids vividly. They were so fun. It was like that instant gratification. It wasn't like taking a digital photo and you're like, oh, yeah, that looks good. It came out, you shook it, right? You shook the picture. You're fanning it and you're like, oh, look at that. It was great. There's just something about it. So fan designer Mark, aka Mini Brick Productions, I love this. This is perfect. It actually functions. I I just cannot wait to see what this looks like when it comes out. This, and I know the typewriter is way far and above with all the mechanical functions, but this is something to me like the typewriter. It just fits into that realm. It just really does. So the next review results are coming in 2023 at the beginning of the year. And it will be 51 submissions that they're going to have to work through. 51. It's just absolutely crazy. So before we move away from this, let's go ahead and talk about what was not chosen, because there is a plethora of projects that were not chosen. We're just going to run through them briefly. So let's kick it off with the first one here. The Forest Men Secret Inn. Yeah, anything kind of with this realm, I really think you're done. I really think it's something that at this point in time, it's just not going to make it. Sadly to say, but it's just not going to make it. The Legendary Concorde. If you've ever played X-Plane or Microsoft, I don't know if it's in Microsoft Flight Sim, but this plane is iconic. Super cool plane. I just don't think it has a big enough following. The Mini City Diorama Lego with the I said Lego again. London with the Underground Station. Anyway, cool little vignette style build. It's just not going to be enough. The Lego toilet. I loved this build. I thought it was so stupid cool, but it's kind of kitschy. I enjoyed it. I have a spot that I would put this in my house, and it would just be fun. The Lego Koala, I am with anything animal, I am all in. As y'all know, like I said in the episode where the raccoon with the Lego Masters, anything like this, and this is a full-on build. I love this. If this made it over to the Bricklink designer program, I would have 10 of them. I am infatuated by this build. The Wild West Mine, yeah, it's cool. It has some Fort Legorado vibes, but it's definitely not going to happen. Definitely not in the future. The library, they've already done a library. This is a modular style. I'm sorry, it's not coming back. The steampunk airship, cool. Has some really cool Ninjago-ish vibes. Good colors, kind of fits to the Lego movie. Unfortunately, it's not going to make it. Tales of the Space Age has made it. We already know that. The Kit Kat clock. You can't say that 10 times fast. And if you can, I want you to try 50. See if you become gassed at that point in time. I do like this. It's old school. It's different. It could have a potential to come back. Santa's Cottage, too close to the Winter Village, not coming back. Mock Patrol, don't have a reference. Kind of unique, kind of different, kind of fun in its own right. I just don't think it is coming back. The Polar Express 20th Anniversary Train, absolutely. Give me some. They just took a train. I don't think we're going to be seeing a train anytime soon. This project's probably going to have to get 10K multiple more times before they really take a serious look at it. It's not to say that they're not going to do a train next time. It just, in their history, it doesn't seem to be something that they're going to do. Lego Insects. We know Lego Insects has been made or is being made, so that's a great thing. The Boeing 747 cockpit. Cool. I love flight sims. It's one of my hobbies I love doing outside of Lego. Really cool. I do like this build. Unfortunately, it's not going to do it for Lego marketing. Sherlock Holmes 221B Baker Street. Cool. Too close to a modular, even though it's not a modular. I just don't think it's going to happen. The Adventure Box. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a nice build. It's kind of cool colors, unique design. I don't expect it back. This hanging train, the suspension railway, I'm not going to try the name. I'm going to butcher it. I'm assuming that is Austrian in the way that it's put together. It is really cool. I would love to see something like this for people's cities, but I don't think it's going to happen. Hanging Flowers, too close to botanicals. Polaroid One Step, we already know that has been made. The Opera, this has like Monster Fighter, Hidden Side, modular vibes. I love this. But it's a modular and it's just not going to happen. The Rally Car from 1990, kind of cool. Maybe in the future. I think it's too close to the wheelhouse they've already done a wheelhouse. They've already done a wheelhouse. They've already done a rally car in the future or in the past. I'm thinking of the future, but they've done this in the past that this is not going to get made in the future. My brain is all over the place and I am so tired. The Castle of Brickwood Forest. Cool. We've already had a castle. It's not going to happen. Gilmore Girls house, cool, not bad. The building design definitely needs some help. It is something that has to be revisited. Aladdin, Friend Like Me, 30th anniversary special. I love this. I'm a giant Aladdin fan. The animated version, not the live action. I've probably seen the movie well over 200 times at this point, maybe even more than that. I'm infatuated with this movie. I am not a giant 8-year-old. I'm an 8-year-old inside of a giant 38-year-old body. The Market Village. This is cool. It kind of fits with the blacksmith shop, almost with the fishing village. I just don't think it's going to happen. I would love if it did because I have some ideas for it. The Air Jordan 1s. We know this is not going to happen. Why? Because the Adidas shoe failed. It was a great idea. It was a great partnership, I'm sure. It just fell flat on its face. There were problems with the design. People did not buy it. It went for clearance in big box stores. I think it even went on heavy sale on Lego's website, if it is not already on heavy sale. The Magical Village Over the Bridge. Who doesn't love this, dude? It's super cool. Unfortunately, it's too close to Winter Village. But I do love this. This would be something, if it made it to the designer program, I would buy and pair with Winter Village stuff. The Legend of the Sea Serpent. Yes, give me some. You got your sea serpent. You got your little cottage up on the mountain slope there, the rocky outcropping. This gives me Ninjago vibes to the lighthouse where Zane's, I can't remember. Anyway, it absolutely gives me Ninjago vibes. I love this. I think it's cool. It goes along with the fishing village as well. I like this. This is nice. The Orient Express was already chosen. Notting Hill Market. Don't have a point of reference. I think this is something English, if I'm not mistaken. It's not bad looking. It has a lot of Friends vibes due to its coloring, which I think is great. Anytime you have more color is awesome. I just don't think it's going to happen. The pneumatic steam locomotive. This, look, I have a very personal relationship with this. Not because I know anything about pneumatic steam locomotives, but my nephew who's in 5th grade could tell you probably what year this was made, in what foundry parts were made, in where it was run, on what part of the country it was run, in what it carried, and who conducted it. It can make this sound. Bentley, I love you, dude. He would absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. So I have a personal connection to it. I would love to see this made. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, it has springs in the front where the locomotive would not attach, but maybe bump. I don't know how trains work. The Farm Life. Oh my God, I wanted this so bad. Especially because we had farming stuff, back in, what is it now? 2008, 2009? It's been way too long. Way too long. It's been over a decade. We need some more farm stuff. The new farm stuff this year, which I've got coming up, that is not anything like we used to, what we got in the past. And it's not anything like this. Give me some more. Please, Lego, give me some more. The Satisfactory Constructor. This is bizarre. I don't really know what to make of this. I feel like I'm playing Lego Bricktails right now. Honestly, that's what I feel like I'm looking at. It's just different. Living on the Edge, I thought was kind of neat. You've got this building you can put on the edge of it's basically a blacksmith shop up top and some rocky pieces, and then you have, I guess it's supposed to be water that is cascading over the side. You can put it on the corner of your stuff. It's neat. I like it. I just don't think it's what Lego is necessarily looking for. Lego Minerals, cool, different. I don't think Lego is going to be tapping into minerals anytime soon, unfortunately, but it's always a possibility. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Ugh. If you don't know what that is, I suggest you go Google it and perhaps watch a few episodes. If I'm not mistaken, it is a Disney property, and you can watch it on Disney Plus. At least I think that's where I watched it. Growing up as a kid, this was a great cartoon. Different, fun, very cool build. I just think it needs to be revisited. things need to be adjusted. Potentially some of the new parts that have come out or are coming out could be thrown in here, but I love this build. The antique cash register, I'm sorry, it's pretty. It is. Too many drum lacquered pieces there. It is not going to happen. Jules Verne's Nautilus, kind of cool. Unfortunately, I don't think that is going to happen either. So as a whole, I really like the way they have chosen things. Personally, I think there's a few that I would have chosen that aren't on this list. I like the train that they chose, but for selfish reasons, I probably would have chose Aladdin over the train. I probably would have chosen the Legend of the Sea Serpent over the insects, but this is me. This is me. This is just my personal opinion. Just like you probably have your personal opinion. You, the one that is having your eardrums busted at this moment. It is just everybody's opinion. And I'm curious to know what the Lego designers, the ideas team was like, hey, this is why we chose this. This is what we were thinking. So anyway, we've got a few other topics real super duper quick. The first one here, I've been keeping track of some of the Lego idea stuff. It's funny because this is pretty much all Lego ideas today. The Neverending Story, the 40th anniversary build, it has gotten 10K. It has gotten 10K. I would love to see this absolutely gorgeous build. You have Atreyu, Bastion, the Empress, you have Artax, the horse, you have Falcor. Such a sad movie. I hated this movie in so many ways. I can't even watch the horse scene anymore. It just kills me. It just breaks my heart, man. Even though I know what happens and it's not a real horse that dies. It just, oh God, just cuts me down. Anyway, another thing, the last thing I want to talk about is the Lego House Dinosaurs 40366. They are now available in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Denmark only. Why do we continue to get shafted here in the United States, North America, Australia, New Zealand, the Far East, the Middle East? Why? Come on. Anyway, so if you're lucky enough to live in one of those countries, count your blessings. Something like that, perhaps. Anyway, so this is going to wrap up this episode of News on A Tues, which has been forever since we have done one. I'll talk to you guys next time.